Oh.
Thanks. Hello.
Oh yes, can hear you now.
Oh, but it's now not connected. Hello? Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Oh, why is the sound coming out of the speakers and not me? Oh, this. Oh, fuck's sake. Oh, so annoying. Technology is just really, really annoying.
How can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Sorry, I'm just trying to get you to come out of my headset. Hello?
Hello.
Oh, bloody hell.
Hang on, come on. And then do that with headset.
Hello?
Hello.
Okay, right. Great. Hi there. We are there. Sorry for the delay, Angeli. So that was just really stressful. Okay, so let's get the web page up.
Am I reading?
Okay, that's really irritating to hear my echo. Right, sorry. Righto. So Facebook tutorial is easy. Okay. Wicked. Welcome.
Hello.
Hello. How are you doing?
Have you put something on the screen? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Can you see it?
Yep. YouTube.
Great. So I should say present to everyone. Okay, great.
Are there other people in this?
I think Johnny may have joined
Okay.
but he's actually on the phone, so he just fake joined.
Okay.
Because he was helping me out. I was having technical difficulties. So yeah, we were talking earlier. You had that having that problem with Social Bro. Let's get on Social Bro and have a little chat about. So
like, for instance, when you go, I think I was just looking at someone's page. So like on follow mode, sorry.
yeah.
It's saying.
So if we go to.
I don't get it. Unfollow, it's not following me.
Okay, so so when you click this button down, you activate follow mode. Anyone that is in red means that you would unfollow them by clicking it, which is why it says unfollow just here.
Okay.
So if you click that, that means you've unfollowed that person.
Right.
Whereas if you click it, you followed them.
Oh, is that all it is? So it's not that, because at first I thought, okay, that must be it. But then I think I saw one that was blue where it said, I don't have an example of it right now.
Oh no, that's right. I think what you mean is the bit at the bottom where it says not following you. Is that what you were talking about before? Because that kind of can put you off, really, can it?
Okay, so blue would mean that I'm following them and they're following me. No.
No. Blue is to follow them. So if you click it, you follow them. And then red means if you click it, you unfollow them.
Okay.
So it's an action. It's saying you can, if you click me, you can follow that person.
Okay, right.
Cool. And then there is the section right underneath which says whether or not that person is following you already.
Yeah.
So that's where I think it maybe gets a bit complicated, because then you look at that and you're like, oh, well, if they could be following you, you could be following them, and it gets a bit confusing. So that's Did you have any other troubles with Social Bro, or?
So like, sorry, I need to X out of my. Why has it changed now? Before, Emma Watson was like the top. Maybe I'm going the wrong way. Sorry, hold on. Okay, I don't understand. It's different now. Hello?
Yep.
Emma Watson was always the first person on the left-hand side. Where is she now? Okay. Well, I guess not. Can I add them to lists from Social Bro, or I have to actually go onto Hootsuite?
No, you can add them from Social Bro. So if you just unclick follow mode and go back to the normal screen.
Yeah, I'm in the normal screen, yeah.
When you see the person, you just go to list right here, and then it will bring up all of your lists. Ooh, bring up all of your lists, and then you just click on the one that you want them to be in.
Okay, there you are. Okay, so go to. Oh, okay, right. Let me just see if that's on my screen.
So you can't create a list in Social Bro. Well, you can, but it's not. I don't advise it. So I would say create the list outside of Social Bro and then put them in through Social Bro. If you do create a list.
Create a list outside of Social Bro and then.
Yeah, so create the list on Twitter.
Oh, and then do.
And then yeah, add people to it in Social Bro.
Oh, go away. Okie doke.
Cool.
So. Right, okay.
You got it?
Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, it's a bit of a it's just a bit of a hard one to get used to because the interface is so difficult. But once you get used to where the buttons are and all the design where it all is, then it's quite easy to use after that.
So also on Social Bro, you know the arrows? So there's like arrows.
Yeah,
No, not the arrows. It was the green and the blue. The green and the blue with the figures in them. So like on Creative Review, theirs is 970 and the blue.
So are you talking about these here?
Sorry, I'm on my screen. Yeah. Where are you? Yes, those.
Yes.
The cloud, is it?
So it's called Cred Influence, and it's a version of Clout, basically. It's a version of Clout. It's not quite the same. It works out of 1,000, and they have 2 separate scores. So let me just.
Oh.
Yes.
Can you see ours? Was ours 680 or something?
I think I'm just checking it now. I think yeah. So the way you do want to work it is normally you look at your score, and then you can kind of just set that as a benchmark, and anybody that's above that is somebody that you want to be interacting with, and people below that are people that you're less so inclined to interact with.
Right.
So eventually it will decide what your score is. Oh. Okay. So your cred score. Hello. Oh, there we go. Okay, so 670 for influence and 6 for outreach. So this one increases when you mention, retweet, or reply. And I think the outreach is when you retweet or reply to someone else.
Okay. So it doesn't necessarily, because I think I was looking at, was it Graphic or someone who they have like thousands of followers, but their outreach was like 8, and I can't remember the figures, but they weren't too different from ours.
Yeah, so they would have a similar behavior to you. They might not, they have the same amount of retweets and replies
Okay.
as they do with other people. So if you see somebody higher, that just means they're way more active. And the reason it's not quite Clout Score, because Clout Score takes into consideration other social channels, and it takes into consideration other signals as well, which Cred doesn't really do. But it's a good indicator for how active someone is in terms of how chatty they are on social media, so you can keep up to date with that. Cool. Is that everything for Social Bro?
Yes, because okay, well, going back to that with the Cred scores.
Yeah.
So like someone like, I'm saying Graphic because I think that's one I remember I was on. It might not even be them, but someone like them who like we would follow, or maybe are expected to follow or be like, or whatever. Because are you saying anybody with a Cred score higher than us could be an influencer? Is that what that means?
Not necessarily. It's just the fact that if somebody is more active than you are, then they're obviously somebody that you want to speak to. But in terms of somebody being an influencer, they would have to be a lot more active, and they also would have to have an audience full of people that are, the same audience as you. So you could think of some, say, like an association for package designers, like. That would be quite a similar. So that would be a similar audience to you. Obviously, loads of packaging designers would be on there, and on top of that, they would have so they would have to be quite active and influential within that field, and then they can be an influencer. Right. So that just means that if you think about it like this, if you sent them a tweet and they retweeted it, then that tweet would be seen by a ton of people that you really want to be seen by. So that's how you can kind of gauge whether they're an influencer or not.
Right.
But what I should do really is just send like a checklist of, is this person an influencer kind of thing. We should really make that. So like a celebrity can be an influencer, but for example, say for example, you pick a celebrity to be your influencer. That celebrity might not know as much about, say, design or packaging, but they have got a lot of influence because they're celebrity. So, so really, that's an influencer, but kind of like a low-level influencer. Whereas if you have somebody that's like a celebrity in the packaging design world, not quite a celebrity, but
but big in the game.
But in the packaging design world, they then would be your like direct influencer.
Okay.
So cool. So today I have planned to do some Facebook stuff.
Yep.
Namely, sorry.
Am I to read through the PDF at the same time?
No, that's just for later. We can go through this as a tutorial, and then you can keep the PDF for later and practicing, and when you actually put this stuff into action. So to start with, I thought, because last week we did Twitter, and I did how to follow people on Twitter and how to find people on Twitter.
Yeah.
So I kind of wanted to do the same thing with you here. We talked about adding your contacts, finding them on Twitter last time, and you can do pretty much the same thing on Facebook, but it works slightly differently. So when you're on your home page for Facebook, you can click on the 3 buttons, and you can click on Invite Friends.
Oh.
So that way you can invite your friends. You can actually ask, say, you can ask Richard to go in there and invite his friends, and so on and so forth, until you've got quite a good bulk of people. Or potentially you could say that you want to invite email contacts. So when you click on that, what happens is it opens up this kind of box here, and you can link it to other email services, or I think this is going to be the one for you really. It's just invite upload contact list file. So what you would do then is we would, I could send you your contact list as a, or perhaps, well, actually, I wouldn't have your contact list. I think who's the best person really to talk to in Nirvana for?
Is it going to be the same as when we did? Oh no, that was individual, wasn't it? For like LinkedIn,
Yeah.
where we made it like what file was that? I can't remember.
Yeah, that's exactly it. The CSV file.
Mm-hmm.
So you need to, whoever it is in your business who deals with the contacts, they should give you a CSV file, and you can just upload that straight in. And I'll do like a little example for you.
If people are giving you other details
Of.
It's a bit of a ball ache on your behalf, but it means that I could just remind you.
Okay.
Quickly, and then
I don't know if this will work, but hopefully it does.
If that's going to be the more accurate way of doing it.
Cross the fingers.
Yeah.
This is where I need one of those. Here's one I made earlier. Moments.
Yeah.
Okay, well, when you upload it, it normally comes up with like a an invitation card, and you can actually then send. Oh, there we go. So let me find one that's a bit more. So live and social.
Yeah.
Contacts.
Sure,
Ah, here we go.
Where? Okay.
Okay, so I uploaded. So the last file I uploaded wasn't a CSV file, so that's why it didn't accept it. I've just uploaded Anthony's LinkedIn contacts, so I won't press send to any of these.
Yeah, exactly.
Are you doing it via AOL? Is it that way?
No, it's the top one with the two faces on it. It says upload contact list file. I mean, you could use these other services, but I think it's just a lot easier to just go through the contact list file, because you upload them and then you get this, which is a list of the contacts.
Right.
You then click on that, and then you can preview the invitation. So this is what gets sent to all of them basically. They get sent an email saying, check out Nirvana's Facebook. Oh my God, it's so amazing. And then you have to click on this saying that you actually have permission to send them an email, and then you click send, and it takes an email straight through to all of them. So you can only upload like 2,000 contacts at a time.
That's the problem with us.
Yeah, but I don't think that'll be a problem. So that's good. So and then and then what happens is if that person's already on Facebook, they get this suggested page advert. So it's kind of like a little advertisement that comes up on their newsfeed and says, "Oh, by the way, you should like Nirvana because you're already a contact."
Cool.
So it obviously really helps to increase the likes because people already know you, and when they see that advert, they're like, "Oh yeah, I'll obviously want to click on that." Cool. So that's the first part of the growth hacking. So that's is really something I mean, it's not something that you do regularly. I normally advise that clients do it once a month. But if you're not in, you haven't got any regular email signups and your contact database kind of stays the same each month. So for you, it might be more of a once a year thing. It's worth doing it now or soon.
So like, because we've got this client services, going on. Hayden and Steve in the sales department, they basically now share their new contacts and everything with us. So with me and client services, and so I guess I could. Well, I'll have to ask, but I guess I could add whoever they're adding to this.
Yes. Yeah, that's a really good idea. So you could send them the invites whenever you get the new contacts, and you could then add them to your Google contacts, like I showed you last month, and find them on Twitter, and put them in a list on Twitter. So that way you've got this kind of, it's very succinct, you know where they are, you know, you've got a very cohesive strategy, and your contacts are cohesive across all your channels. Always comes in handy, basically, when one of your contacts, for example, starts communicating with you and you then want to communicate with them on another channel. You can link them and their behavior on each channel, and you can also see what kind of activity they're doing on each channel, whether they're using Facebook more or Twitter more. So that's that was quite an easy one. So then the other two things I was going to say is just around other ways to grow your page and grow your page likes. If you click on use Facebook as your page, so I'm using Facebook as Nirvana now. If I click on the Facebook button, it takes me to my newsfeed. So these are all the pages that Nirvana likes.
Yeah.
Now, a good way, pardon me, to increase your likes on Facebook is to actually start liking more pages. You can do some weird searches. So you can actually ask, for example, people that like my page also like. Oh, actually turned up. Oh, I tell you what, you've got to do that through the person. People. Sorry, I've only just started doing this. People that like Nirvana, CPH, also like. And that should. Oh, people that like.
Wow. So it would bring up like what other things they like as well.
Yeah, it's a bit of a difficult one because let's see if it works with live and social. Yeah, so that seems to have worked. Maybe it's not done there. Okay, I'll look into that to make sure that it works. But so you can do kind of, there's basically Facebook started this thing called graph search a long time ago, and which all kind of leads up to the point where you're now able to do really cool searches, like exactly like this, people that like this page also like, and you can do people that have this interest like, or people that are friends with so and so also like. So you can kind of get a good, I'll send you a few examples actually. I haven't put them in the PDF, so send some examples. Okay, so the point I was trying to make anyway, before I went off on a tangent, is that if you start liking other pages, they start noticing you, and you can start getting into conversations that way and building your page likes. So it's really kind of just about having a look at the people that you follow on Twitter, seeing if maybe there's some overlap you can create. Let's have a look at Made Thought. Made Thought. Packaging. Yeah, so you can see there's some things, packaging connections you could like, packaging of the world.
Have we not liked them? Oh no, this is your page. Okay.
Oh right, yeah, that'll explain a lot. Okay, right. So I need to go back to Nirvana really. There we go. Okay, so packaging. Yeah. So so we still didn't like packaging of the world.
That's my personal page then. Never mind.
Self-packaging. I don't know about that. But yeah, so you get the point. So really, there should be maybe at least you should at least have like a small handful of likes every month, and that way you get noticed. On top of that, once you've done the liking, when you then go to the newsfeed, it's just about really being active in here. I tend to go on here once every morning. Facebook, I'm a bit more quick than I am with Twitter. So Facebook, I spend 5 minutes in here in the morning, scrolling, and I do normally change newsfeed to most recent, just because that's a personal preference. I just like to see it in order of when it came out. Yeah. So top stories will just put the most engaged with. So actually, that could be more helpful at times if you want to see things in that way. Oh wow. See, that's quite nice. So yeah, so commenting, just saying, wow, that's amazing, if that's all you really want to say, or having an opinion based on something that's going on in Nirvana, like, oh, Nirvana's done something similar, check out their project page for that. Or even just joining in a discussion that's already happened. So if somebody's already, say for example, this has been clearly quite popular, you can reply to other people. And because, say for example, you're looking at Design Milk here, so the majority of people that follow Design Milk are designers and that kind of breed of person. So you can imagine it, if you start having a conversation with someone in here, they'll then notice you as Nirvana and they'll like your page equally. So it's just about getting noticed, and people will just think, oh, that's Nirvana, the brand, and remember you next time they see you. So there's a lot more things on Twitter in terms of follower work than Facebook. I normally just do this 5 minutes every morning, just quick glance at the top stories and then I'll just make a couple of comments, I'll sometimes share one, and that tends to do quite well. And when I do share it, I might, for example, I might mention the people I shared it from. So I might say, who's this Frame magazine? Yeah, so then I can go Frame magazine, autumn article, and then share that. And because I've used the word awesome, they will notice it and like it, and then maybe like our page as well.
But had you not done that, had you not added them or tagged them, whatever, what would have happened?
They would still see that I've shared it, but they might not be too keen. They just might not be so noticeable about it.
Right, okay.
So for example, I can exactly in this way.
To them,
yeah, exactly. So it's like, you know, on Twitter when you @mention someone and you're like, oh wow, really great article. It's a little bit more like that. It just kind of forces them to notice more. They'll just see this if I've shared it without any comments. So then they'll say, yeah, so that's just this person has shared it without any comment. So you can see that it looks like this. And so is that person, and so is that person. So if I share it and then put a comment, that will turn up here.
Right.
And then they'll see that. And they have something to interact with, because, you know, these guys have shared it, but you know, there's nothing much that ViewBiz can do back unless they've actually made a comment. So that just helps keep the interaction going. Cool. So, and then the last piece of advice, and that was it's the same as with all the channels, is just adding Facebook links to kind of everything that you've got. So the email signature, we talked about email signature last month. What was the status on that?
What's his name? Richard is looking into that.
Okay. Okay. Is someone getting the phone for you, or do you?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool. So. Okay, so that's basically it. So that's it for the Facebook sharing, and I did promise that last time we went, so I had the meeting with you for the reporting, we spoke about putting putting YouTube videos onto Facebook as native videos. So I've put a tutorial for that in here, and I just wanted to show you first what it looks like, so you get kind of the picture. Oh, Bloom! I've deleted it. Okay, so I have to use another page as an example. Okay. So sorry, this is another page that we manage. So you can see that this video is kind of embedded into Facebook, and it's actually a Facebook post, so I can watch it straight in Facebook. And then if I go all the way to the end of the video, oh. Yeah, it then says, learn more, go to the Easy website. So that in itself is quite handy, and it can help drive traffic. And also videos on Facebook get tons more engagement. So we spoke about this before. Yeah. Your YouTube channel is rocking, and if we can just get the same traction happening on the videos in Facebook, then that could be really handy for your page, especially at such an early stage. So I'll show you what. So that's what it looks like as a Facebook native video. And then if I keep scrolling down, okay, so that's the same video, but it's published as a link. Oh, maybe not. Oh, there we go. Sorry, that's the same video, but this time they published the link to YouTube instead of actually adding it to Facebook. So this is a YouTube video. So you can see it's already really different. It's smaller. It's a bit more annoying. When I click on it, it does play, but it plays in YouTube instead of playing on Facebook.
It was embedded into Facebook.
Yeah, so it's embedded into Facebook still. So it's the same experience for me as a user, but Facebook notices that it's a YouTube video, so it won't get as high a reach. You can't put the Facebook call to action in it, and also it just looks nicer as a Facebook native video. Yeah. And all your Facebook native videos kind of collect here.
What are they called? Minator?
I call them native.
Oh, native. I thought you were saying
no, sorry, native to Facebook. So, so this is native to YouTube, and then it's just put into Facebook. Mm-hmm. So it's housed basically in YouTube instead of being housed in Facebook. So right, so let's get into the tutorial for that. Yeah.
Ones that are in Facebook. Not that I don't know if people would. But you can't. Can you share them? Like, if I wanted to share it with someone that's not on Facebook.
Yeah, I could. Let's have a look. So that would be the link.
Oh, you have to, but they'd have to see it on Facebook. Okay, cool.
Yeah, they would have to watch, but yeah, yeah, I would imagine everyone's got Facebook now, so I think that's a problem. So yeah, I mean, YouTube's still always going to be the top because it's Google, or at least I think it is. Some people would disagree, but I think the main thing here is that you would share the video probably with somebody. When you share it outside of Facebook, you probably use the YouTube link. But when you're sharing it inside Facebook, Facebook will boost it. It will get higher reach and higher engagement if you actually put it in Facebook natively. And also, people's videos kind of naturally play. Have you noticed that? When you scroll down, the video just starts to play all by itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that kind of helps with.
It's embedded into Facebook. Yeah.
Yes, I think so. Yeah. And that just helps, generally speaking, with the views, because you kind of force people to start straight away. So to do this, basically, let's get to the nitty gritty. I've got the Hypervenom box open. And what I need to do is get something called, that's not the website. Okay. So the website is called en.savefrom.net. I'll put it in your PDF as a clickable link, so you can just pop it. And then what I do is I will copy and paste the link into here, and then click the blue button. And then it comes up with a mini summary, and I just have to make sure that it's on MP4 and then 720, so the highest number that you can get it on. Click on that, and then as soon as you click it, you can see it's just started downloading at the bottom of my screen. So what then happens now that I've got it downloaded, I go back to my business page. Get you off of the Azizi page. Bum, bum, bum. Yes. So, oh, that was nice. What happened there? Yeah, that's better. Okay, so when you're back on your page, you then go to Manage Ads. This is going to look slightly different. My page is going to look slightly different. Oh, no. Oh, okay, never mind. I'll take that back. It looks exactly the same. So you're going to the Ads Center, which can be a bit confusing at first, but you're actually not going to be creating an ad. What you do is you go to the right corner and you click on Power Editor, and then it brings up your Power Editor dashboard.
Is this in the PDF?
Yes, all in PDF. So what Power Editor is basically, it's like a nifty way to create your posts for extra clicks, extra engagement, extra likes. And you can use it for ads, but you can also use it for your own purposes. And you can see it at the top here. So when I click, when I click on create a post, it opens up this kind of little publishing box. What I want to do is I want to click on video. But you can see here, there's loads of different options. So I can do a link to any page on my website. I can do a photo. I can do a status, and I can do an offer. Probably not relevant for you, but they're, got loads of options. So what I do is I click on video, and then I go to the downloads folder where my video is, and I click it and add it. And then for selecting an image, I thought, you could create an image. But potentially you've already you have a Nike Hypervenom box image on your project page of the website,
Yeah.
which I've already downloaded. So I've got it here, just opened up, and I use that as a thumbnail. So for the title, I just want to be really kind of descriptive and use keywords. So I've started with Nirvana CPH. And then go Nike Hypervenom shoebox, I think would probably be better. And then in the post text, what I did is I just literally copied the first paragraph of the actual project. And then, so this is the project page, by the way. And I copied the first paragraph and then pasted it in.
Right.
And then I just double check the text so that it's got nothing old, because it says this May, so I'll take that off because it's not this May anymore. And then let's open that up. The much hyped boot, launched under the banner of a new breed of attack, was designed for superb fit, unparalleled ball control, ultimate traction, and was delivered to the likes of Barcelona striker and Manchester United's Wayne Rooney in a custom-made boot box that's Nirvana CPH, manufactured on behalf of AQA. So that's the description. And then last but not least, there is a call to action, which you've got the choice of shop now, learn more, sign up, book now, download, and watch more. So I suppose watch more would be like a link back to another video. And if you were maybe selling a class, you would do book now or sign up for your email list. I think in this case, learn more is perfectly fine. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the actual link to the project page in there. And then you've got an option for a display link. So this is the actual link that people go to, and then display link is what the link will actually look like to people. So I'm just going to just make it look a bit nicer. I've done that. All right. So that's pretty much it. You've just filled in all the details that it's asked you to fill in, and then right at the bottom it says this post will be used as an ad, or this post will be published on the page. So you always click on published on the page unless you're doing a proper advertisement, and then you just leave all of the rest of it blank and click create post. And then it slowly takes a few minutes to upload. Might take about 15 minutes. So we will move on to the next thing while we wait for that to load. Okay, so all of that, by the way, is step-by-step instructions are in the PDF.
Because you said sorry, I didn't take down the website.
Yeah, so I used the actual project page for the Nike Hyper Venom box.
I'm talking about before that. It was nsave.
Oh, sorry, nsave from .net.
Okay.
So my thoughts for you were that you can use this video tab to upload the YouTube videos to Facebook. And then there's also an option to do this link. So I think next time you publish a blog post, it's worth trying to publish it through here instead of how you normally do it. So you put the URL in, you put the post text in, and this explains the rest for you. And you can actually put a call to action to learn more and send them straight directly to the blog page. And you can add a picture, which is always pretty cool. So you can upload an image or import from the website. And you can also schedule these as well. So you can put it on some kind of schedule and say that you want it post at a certain time of day. I know it might be a bit too much at first, but definitely for the next blog post, give it a try on here, or give me a phone call and we'll go through it together to get you to do it in the blog.
And this is in the PDF. Sorry, can you just go back to how did you get this? Where did you get this again? How did you get?
Okay, so when I'm on your Facebook page, let's go to Facebook. So I'm sorry. Right. So starting on your Facebook page, you click use Facebook as your page. And then you go to the little arrow at the top, and it gives you an option to manage your adverts.
Okay. Yep.
So you'd click on that. And then on the left-hand side, there is plenty of options here, but you want to go to Power Editor.
Yeah.
Just because of how powerful it is, it's a good name for it, I think. It takes you straight to here. You won't see this because you haven't got 2 accounts, so that won't even come up for you. And then you go to Create Post, right underneath your brand name.
Okay. And then that's
yeah, and then you just fill in all the information. The link headline is the text that appears. So it's like the headline at the beginning. I should really send you a picture. Do one and send you a picture of it.
Oh, text that appears.
Yeah. So what happens is you have like a headline text. Let's have a look at an example of one.
And the display link is what you put in as how you want it to look when you neatened it up last time, right?
Yeah, exactly how you want it to look. So this is just a random. Okay, so that's the headline because it's the heading of the text.
Okay.
That's the description, and that's the link, and that's what they want you to see the link as. But
right.
The link, but when I click the link, you can see that it's design taxi, blah 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 blah, like really long. So, and is that everything? Yeah, link and display link, description,
So
and
link
the image. So you can add the image as well.
All right.
And yeah, that's it. URL, real URL, display link, description. Yeah, that's everything. Okay, so yeah, so for the next blog post that comes out, if you can use this to post the blog, and then I've put as a little bit of homework to start slowly uploading your YouTube videos to Facebook. But when I say slowly, I mean kind of because obviously if you upload them all at the same time, you're not going to get anyone, because everyone's just going to be like, oh, there's loads of videos, and they're not going to get viewed. So I was thinking probably one a week is a good place to start.
Okay.
And then starting with your most popular videos, and then moving kind of downwards from there. Right, so I've gone back. So the actual video is uploaded now. So it says your video was uploaded successfully. Great. Click OK. And what happens is it should come up. Oh, because I'm in Power Editor in 10 different places. Right, fudge that up. Okay, start again. Sorry. It's just because I went into my own Facebook as myself. So, right. Don't half make it hard, do they? Right, so back in Power Editor. So when I click OK, it will come up as it should come up. Oh, you're kidding! It's not even come up. Annoying.
What does that mean? It's not posted?
Yeah, I think it's because I moved before it finished. Not the right way to go about it, Sasha. Okay, well, I'm going to do a fake one just to show you what it looks like. So, so when you click on create, oh, there it is. Okay. I don't know why I was doing it slow. So you can see that it's nicely put there, and you comes up with a little half moon, which means it's not published yet. So it's
not immediate.
No, it doesn't publish it immediately. It gives you a chance to click on publish and then schedule.
Oh wow! Okay,
so it's pretty cool. Yeah, you can literally schedule it for any time, and then you can come back to it later and view the stats to see how many people clicked on it. Or if you wanted to be even more creative, you could actually create an ad out of it. So there's that option as well. But I would say if you're creating an ad, let us know. We'll help you with that. So that's the video. So by the way, it's the same with any kind of post. So if you do, you can see the kind of post here. So that's an image post. That's a link. That's just a status text post. So as soon as you click on create, it will come up. It will come up here in the blue half moon. It might take a few minutes. It might scare you like it just did me, but it will come up eventually. And then you click on publish post when you're ready to publish it, and you can either publish now or schedule a time to publish. All right?
Okay. Perfect.
So the last bit of tutorial I was going to give you today is just to say when you do publish, if you're scheduling, you can actually schedule your posts to go out at the most popular time of day. So I've put in the PDF to go to Insights on your home page, and then go to Posts. And here you can see what time of day is the best. So I can click on Sunday, and I get the Sunday graph. So that's the darker line. And for some reason, there's like a spike 6, 7. So at 8 o'clock, there's a spike in traffic in the morning, and then between 8 and 9 p.m. there's also a spike in traffic. So those are like the best times of day to post, basically, for you on a Sunday.
Okay.
Yeah. And then you can see when I take my hand off the day, it just gives me the average best time of day to post. So this is kind of like average time of day, and you can see it's pretty much the same. There's a little peak around 8, and then there's another peak around 8, 9, 7, 8, 9. But yeah, so look, Monday's a bit weird. You've got a random 2 p.m. peak on a Monday. I think that's when workaholics get tired and they want to on a Monday. So yeah, just keeping an eye on these, so you can do your schedule for exactly the time and day that you know it's going to be best performing. And that way you've got, that way you're not just shooting bullets in the air. You've got a target, and you know that at that time of day there's going to be the most amount of people on Facebook, or on your Facebook page, for example. So that's really it from me.
Perfect.
Did you have any questions?
To get here, we go to insights and then post.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
insights at the top.
Was that in the PDF as well?
Yeah, that's all in PDF.
Insights and then post.
So the only thing I haven't put in the PDF, which I've wrote a note to myself to do, is to send you an example of the Power Editor in action, and that's it really. I didn't have any other notes. Yeah, just send you an example of the Power Editor in action.
An example of what?
So what I want to do is just send you an example of a Power Editor post, so that you see what it looks like when it's actually been posted.
Yeah.
But I couldn't find one in my time making this, so I'll have to delay. But I will find one for you and get it over to you. Yeah.
Can I ask a separate question?
Yeah.
In Dropbox.
Yeah.
You sent me those images the other day. In my Dropbox, I can't see that link. You said it was in like Nirvana 1 content folder and then blog folder.
Content, blog content.
Yeah, so it's like 1 for, I can't remember the.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when I go into Dropbox, my Nirvana Dropbox, unless I've got a different one that you.
So it doesn't seem to be working for you.
Yeah, I can't see it. Like I don't have those.
So let me find out for you. So you don't have those folders, is that what you're saying? But you have a Dropbox.
I have those folders, yeah.
And
then I looked through the photos, thinking, okay, they'll be in maybe the photos.
So we have got so the client's folder. So the client's public folder for Nirvana seems to be shared with Donna and Richard. Okay, that'll be the problem. You're not even in it. Great. Okay, so what email are you using for the Dropbox that you currently have?
My Nirvana email address.
So Angelique
at nirvanacph.com. So then what am I looking at? Because I have a...
what kind of file structure have you got?
So I've got Nirvana new content alert template. I mean, I've got stuff from... It must have been from you guys.
Yeah, I think those are sent to you and you've added them to the Dropbox. But our folder... So I'm going to send you the invite now. So if you pick up the invite and accept the folder and click download folder, you should get the folder. It will just be called Nirvana, the folder.
Okay.
So it'll look like this.
Sorry, hold on. Where are we? Where are you?
The email would be from Dropbox, by the way, not from me.
Yeah, I just saw the link at the top. So this is what it will look like. What's on screen? No, this is.
Yeah, my screen. No. You should be able to download this folder. So you won't get any of these other folders because I'm not sharing them with you. But this folder, I'm going to share that with you. You can download it then to your Dropbox, and then you should get all of this. And you'll have literally. So I mean, it's not exactly filled with stuff, but because this is our shared folder, so we kind of keep. Yeah, there we go. You got editorial calendar, blog content, content alerts. These are all the content alerts we've ever done for you. And your blog templates are all in here as well.
Okay.
So that's quite handy. And then obviously I've downloaded those images for you. So that's a shame you didn't get those images.
Because I was thinking I must be doing something wrong, so I kept going in there like and looking in other places, like in photos and in the Nirvana folder that I've got. But I was like, I must be doing something wrong.
It's like, it's just
This is
tech, isn't it? It's just so
Nirvana.
complicated. Why can't it be easy?
Yeah.
It's just one of those. Again, it's like you have to just get used to it. I think because I'm using it so much now, it's like become like
Second nature.
yeah. But then as soon as I get a new piece of tech that I've got to start using, it becomes a whole process again, and it's just like, oh, how do I do this? Why is it so hard? So yeah, definitely check your emails and give that a download. It should all appear in your Dropbox for you.
Cool.
But if not, do call, and I'll pass you over to Anthony because he's the tech guy.
The tech. Okay.
He'll help you.
I've also kind of tried to. Well, I know this isn't. Just to let you know, I've kind of tried to get or use Pinterest a bit more. I've tried to add a few things. I did notice that, like you were right, obviously. Like you go in every day, and there's like X amount of people that have pinned your,
Yeah, it's really active, isn't it?
Yeah, really, really active.
It's there's like 60% more women on Pinterest than men. And a lot of people think that's the reason why, because women are better collaborators and better at connecting and communicating, and therefore Pinterest has become that kind of platform. It just blew up when I started using it. I've got tons of traffic now that comes through Pinterest, and I get like 30 notifications a day. So that's on my boards, and I've got like a typography board, which is really popular, and I've got a couple of design boards because I do like design as well. So they've proven, and one of them is called advertising, and it's like the coolest adverts I've seen, basically. So definitely check it, start using it more. You'll soon find it more useful than Instagram, to be honest.
It has been. I started to add a lot of the pictures from Instagram to here, and there are some, like, I don't know who set this up before, but like, yeah, just some of them I just thought were a bit iffy. I don't know. Not that big deal,
yeah,
though.
no, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. I think some are from back in the day. A couple I made not too long ago, and I think Donna had made some as well, if I'm not mistaken. So it's going to be quite a mixture of people who's had the board. So would it be then a good idea for me to next month do a Pinterest growth and follower tutorial?
Yeah.
Okay, great. That is a good place to start. And all right, I'll plan that. Okay, so we should really plan. Have you got your calendar open?
I can have it open. Yeah, this is where my computer always likes to just take its time. So bear with me.
That's all right.
Okay, I'm in my calendar. Yep.
So I'm thinking the 9th of July.
9th of July is free. Yep.
And can we do 4 p.m. again? I'm liking the 4 p.m.
The afternoon is good. Yeah.
Yeah. A bit more chilled out then, aren't we? Cool. So Google Hangout.
9th of July.
Okay, 4 p.m. I'm hoping by then I would have solved my complete inability to use the platform. I'm just inviting you now, and great. Okie dokie.
Cool.
Great. So I guess that is it from me. Do you have any more questions before I go?
No. So on Save From, that's where I would go to upload the YouTube video, right?
Yes.
Okay. That's. Yep, that's all. I've written the notes, and I'll just read the PDF so that I can.
Great. Okay, cool. So I'll send you an example of the Power Editor before the end of the day, hopefully. And yeah, I will see you. Well, I'll see you next week, won't I, for the reporting meeting?
On Wednesday. Is it Wednesday? 20th.
Let me just set my calendar. I've got you down for the 18th at 2 o'clock.
Wait, hold on. 18th of June, 2 o'clock.
Yep.
Of course, it's not the 20th. That's weekend. Okay, yeah, cool. Okay, cool.
Okay, so I'll see you next week then.
All right then, cool. See ya.
Yes, have a good week. Bye.